I'd like to welcome everybody to Karatbars International. Glad you could be with us today. We are the Kingdom Group. We're going to get to your questions at the very end of the presentation. We have a lot to cover today: the company, the leadership, the products, and the compensation plan. So, with that said, let's get started with Karatbars International. First of all, our product is gold, and that's why we call it the golden opportunity. See, most people are not aware of gold. Maybe it's jewelry, but the gold we're going to talk tonight to you about today, or depending where you are tonight, different parts of the world, is a special kind of gold. It's not jewelry. We're going to get into it on this slide. Our gold comes with free storage. You try to get free storage from your broker and see what they say. And we're talking about 999.9 pure 24K gold bullion. Really the best, the finest gold that you can get anywhere. And it's produced by an LBMA, which stands for London Bullion Market Association accredited refinery, which means there has been no flaws or complaints about this gold in the last 3 years. Again, we're talking about top quality, not apples to apples, what you see on the street, what your friends may have. And speaking of that, you know what's important when you're talking about an opportunity is your target market. How many people you know have the gold that we're talking about on this slide? And how many are aware of the financial crisis that's happening with paper currency? We'll talk about that. This gold is mounted on a credit card size UV coated card for added protection, as you see on the left here. It's just like the size of a credit card. In the middle is your gold piece. It's 1 gram. And in fact, it goes all the way up to 5 grams, depending on what size you want. Now, when you get a 5 gram bar, you're paying for the price of 4. So that's really the best pricing break point. So you may want to consider that. This is what they call good delivery gold, which means you can pay off debt with this gold. Not only that, it's accepted at over 9,000 locations around the world, and that is growing as currency. You heard that right. This is currency grade gold, not what most people are used to. And I think one of the biggest benefits of Karatbars gold is it's private issue gold, which means it can't be reclaimed. This is yours. You own it. Check out through history. Do your homework about gold being reclaimed. It does happen, and sometimes revalued, not with what you've got. How about the signs? You ever drive down the road and you see these signs, "We buy gold"? And they're in many different countries. Why do you think these places of business are buying up the gold? Why do they want your gold? Maybe it's us that should be acquiring the gold and better quality gold than what they're getting. See, it really tells you everything. These institutions, places of business, they want the gold because they see something happening. Have you ever seen this sign? "We buy dollars"? I doubt it. They just don't exist. Because what's the dollar really worth? If you're in the US, the dollar is a fiat currency. It used to be backed by gold, and it's not. And many currencies around the world really have no financial backing. And things are dramatically changing right now in the world when it comes to paper currency. Do some homework on that. I don't want to get into all the details here. Let's talk about history. The US dollar versus gold. I'm going to give you two examples. 100,000 in 1932 is now valued at around $2,000. Now, yeah, there's inflation and people make more money now, but how about this? $100,000 of gold in 1932 is now valued at over $4.4 million. Talk about a swing in the other direction, but most people got the dollar. They didn't get the gold. And people say, well, paper currency, yeah, that can't collapse. That's what they said in 1928 in the USA. And then the next year in 1929, they had the stock market crash and the depression. So it can happen. It's happened in history, and it's happened with a lot of currencies. Look at the increase since 1932 in gold. More than 4,300%. That's a major increase. People that have a little bit of gold, they want more of it. And the wealthy, they have gold. Why not do what the wealthy do? Our friends probably don't have 999.9 24K gold. They just don't. I didn't have it until I discovered Karatbars. and it's known for over 2,600 years and recognized as a currency in 194 countries. Now, the problem was that most people didn't think they could afford gold. They thought they had to buy gold in maybe an ounce or a kilo, and really, who has that kind of money? Ounce and a kilo for gold. They just don't. So we've created a solution, and that happens to be the vision of our founder and owner, Harold Seitz, who just moved into a new office, by the way. That's the old office. We have some new pics coming soon from him, as soon as his office gets organized. And by some of you watching this recorded webinar, it's already been happening. And his mission was to help the people that can't afford the ounce or the kilo of gold. Let's break it down to a gram, $64 to $66 US, depending on the price of the dollar and gold every day. People can afford that, and you start building up your future in gold. And that's the power of this opportunity. You don't have to spend a lot of money. But here's the big question. Here's what his dream was. His question is, if I can show you how to get gold each week and have someone else pay for it, would you like to know what I'm doing? That's what this is about. This is happening to many of us in Karatbars, and it can happen to you. This is their new headquarters in Stuttgart, Germany. They just got this building. And those of you that are watching it, they just moved in the middle of August. They moved into this building, and they should be fully operational within a week from this time. Again, those watching the recording, it's way beyond that. Now, there are options that you have with Karatbars. There are 3 options. The first one is you can be a customer. And as a customer, you can get gold, the best gold at great prices. You could be a customer that refers other people and get bonuses. How many times do you refer people to dentists, lawyers, doctors, restaurants, movies? You don't get any bonus for that or referral. Here you can. Or if you want to earn income 7 different ways, you could be an affiliate. Now, what I highly recommend is everybody sign up as an affiliate. There is no fee to sign up to be an affiliate. No fee to sign up as an affiliate. You get a back office and a website, but you only earn income by referring other people to gold. You don't earn it the other 6 ways. If you want to do that, we'll talk about how you can earn in different ways coming soon. One thing that's very exciting about the Karatbars opportunity is what they call a prepaid international MasterCard branded in the Karatbars name. And they recently received an award in 2013 for Design of the Year in Europe from MasterCard. It's the best and most versatile prepaid card in the world. And something else that people really like, if you're working the opportunity as an affiliate, your income is going to go directly deposited every Friday into your MasterCard. It goes right there. You can go shopping with it. You can go to the bank and do a cash advance. You can go to an ATM. You can travel. It's international, no questions asked. If you're a customer or an affiliate doing just the gold referrals, you'll get paid usually the 1st of every month. And on the 11th, they'll tell you what you're going to get for the next month. So this is an exciting card. People love it. They show it to people. They show their gold card. And really, when you see that, people want to know how you got it. Let's talk about the ways that you can earn as an affiliate that may interest you. What you want to do is first create your free Karatbars account, website, and back office. You actually can't pay first. Everyone has to sign up for free. There's no option, which is pretty good in itself. And then you have the option to activate your account. If you don't activate your account, you can get referral bonuses, but you can't get paid the other 6 ways. So let's talk about the other ways you can earn. You can start off as a bronze package and earn commission 7 different ways for just $135. Anybody that you sponsor with one of the packages, you're going to get 5% of what they paid. That's yours. If you want more than 5%, you can become a silver at $400. Not only will you get higher earnings, you're going to get a starter kit and 1 gram of gold that's FedEx to your house, usually within 5 to 10 business days. And you're going to get double the earnings for the people that you sponsor. For the same amount of work, you get double. Makes sense. And you're getting gold. If you want more than 10%, you could be a gold. It's $800. You get a larger starter kit and 2 grams of gold, but you also get 15% direct commission on the people that you sponsor. You want to go higher up than that? A VIP is $21.80. Receive the largest starter kit, 3 grams of gold, and get 20% commission on the people you sponsor. You can always upgrade at any time. At any time. You can start as a gold and upgrade to a VIP as a silver and go from there. But keep in mind, the first package that you get gold is a silver. A bronze does not get any gold. And I will tell you, it's much easier to do at any opportunity if you can share the product with somebody. They see the gold card, they've never seen gold before. They see your MasterCard, they're going to want that. So this is something you can do. Again, you can always upgrade at any time. Now, you're seeing figures in dollars. The company operates in euros, which is nice. But even on the MasterCard, we get paid in euros, which is great. So the prices could change up or down. This week, it was actually down a little bit. So sometimes it's up. Just again, it depends on currency, how currency works. The power of 2 is a concept. And I want to share this with you. It's going to be a game plan, or you could say an example. It's not required. I just want to show you how much income you could possibly earn if you follow this game plan. So let's take a look. The goal is for everyone to acquire about 1 gram of gold per week. It could be 1 gram per month. You determine the power of 2. If you want it to be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month, it's up to you. But the goal is to get, obviously the more gold that you get, and if somebody else is going to pay for it through the program, it makes sense to get a lot more. Then you find 2 people that want to do the same. 2 people that want gold. Really, that's what it is. And everyone else brings in at least 2 people. Now, can you bring in more? Yes. Is this a perfect world? No. Some people, if you bring in 2, it may not be the right 2. So that's what we're talking about, finding 2 people that share your vision. And that's about starting a gold saving club. Where are most people saving money today? The number one answer is a checking account in a bank, earning less than 0.1% with inflation at 3 to 4. What good is that? What we show people is how to take their paper money and move that paper money into gold. You see, that's the whole point. Moving that paper money into that card you see right there. Getting that gold for you in your possession. You get free storage. You can have it shipped to you anytime you want. Have your money work smarter for you. And it doesn't have to be everything. It could be maybe 25%, 50% of your savings. But if you're also going to earn income in Karatbars, why not get more gold? Now, there's talk everywhere about currency, paper currency being in trouble. Get in position now. A quick disclaimer, because we're going to some income figures coming up soon. Just want to show you the projection. Income projections are shown in US dollars on some of the slides. The action plan we're about to show you uses mathematical examples that depend on following the plans as described in the presentation. Results will vary based on your activity and the activity of your team. Every opportunity comes with risk. Always make sure you're comfortable with the risk you may take. So let's get into an example working with the power of 2. And I'm going to use the silver package because that's the first package where you receive gold. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, if you come in as a gold or a VIP, you will make much more than what I'm going to show you on the screen. Let's keep the numbers conservative. You sponsor 2 bronze packages. You're a silver. You sponsor 2 bronze packages your first week at $135. And everyone does the same. Everyone sponsors just 2 bronze at $135, not any of the others that I showed you. You're going to see periods, and I want you to determine the time frame for each period that we're about to share with you below. That could be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It really shouldn't be more than a month. Now, personally, your target should be for the first 8 periods should be a week apart. So when we get to period 8, it should be week 8. Will all of you do that? No, you won't. But it's a target. Some fall behind, some can pick up later on. We all work at our own pace. So let's say in this example, the first 8 periods are 8 weeks, and then it's going to go beyond that. In period 1 or week 1, you sponsor 2 bronze at 10% as your commission, you get 27. Obviously, if you're gold or VIP, you'll get more than that. You see, you've got $27 you can use toward purchasing that first gram of gold at a discount. Let's say period 2 and period 3. Week 2 and 3, you don't bring in anybody. So there's no sponsorship bonus. And we're paid on our gold bonuses once a month. So you don't receive that yet. We'll say you started at the beginning of the month. Worst case scenario. So period 2 and 3, you can't get any more conservative than 0. Period 4, which should be week 4, you're now going to get your gold referral bonuses. And that should be about $100. And if gold is $65 a gram, guess what? It's free. They paid it for you. The people that came in buying gold, as I said earlier, if I can show you how to get gold each week and have someone else pay for it, would you like to know what I'm doing? This is it. And you have maybe $35 left over. Period 5, it starts picking up, which is week 5. Period 6, $250. You've gotten all your money back. Period 7, now you've more than doubled your money, and you can purchase even more gold than 1 gram if you want to. Period 8, you should be targeting at $1,100 that week. Things may slow down at this point. So let's say period 9 is 1 month or even 2 months away from period 8, which puts you at 4 months in the opportunity. $2,100 for that month. Now, this is nothing to get super excited about, but watch what happens here. You take your gold package, you pay the difference of $2,180 down to $400, that difference there, and you upgrade to a VIP with your earnings, not with out-of-pocket money. And again, you only pay the difference. So let's say period 10 is another month later. You're already at $4,300 a month, and that grows. Look at period 11, $8,500 a month. Even if it took you 12 months to get to period 12, it's $17,250 a month, and that is growing. I want you to realize something about Karatbars, and the more I'm in it, the more I learn about it. A lot of us will make good money early on, and then it could plateau a little bit, but long-term longevity, you can do very well if you stick with it. Will you have slow months? You will. That I can almost guarantee you that. Will you have great months? That's up to you. Can you make this faster than 12 months? Definitely. Could it take longer than 12 months? Yeah, it could. What other game plan do you have in place? Karatbars is not an opportunity to rush. Now, I'm recently learning that. As you grow in the business, you evolve and you say, you know what? I don't care because I'm making money every single week. Every week, I'm making money. And if I wasn't doing Karatbars, I wouldn't be making that money. There are some weeks I make a lot of money. There are some weeks I make okay money. But the longer I stick with this, the better it's going to get. You know, people leave opportunities because they expect too much too fast. They quit before they get good. You can't do that. Karatbars is a lifer. You stick around. It may take you 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. But where else are you going to get the income I'm going to show you? Look at that. And just in this period, you made over $34,000. And if you're a gold or VIP, you'll make even more than that. Really, that should be your target. And you can do it in less. It just depends on you get out of it what you put into it. I just showed you 2 pay plans, one with the gold and one with sponsoring. Let's talk about another pay plan. This is in addition to what I just showed you, okay? In addition. So let's say this is you in Karatbars. I want you to understand one thing. Karatbars is not multi-level marketing, okay? It's not MLM. And multi-level marketing, when you sponsor somebody, they're all direct to you on your first level. In this opportunity, they decided to use a team concept, 2 columns. A left column and a right column. And each column works together equally. 2 teams. Now, when you sign up for Karatbars, you're going to buy a package, and each package has a unit value. In this slide, I'm going to show you how to accumulate the units. The next slide, I'm going to show you how to cash in the euros for money. Okay, so let's talk about how do you get the units. A bronze package, if you bring in somebody as a bronze, you're going to get 5 units. If you bring in somebody as a silver, you get 20. As a gold, you get 50. And as a VIP, you get 100 units. So does everybody above you. See, not just you. If you bring in somebody, everybody above you gets the same amount of units. If somebody is put below you or you bring somebody in below you, you get those units and so does everybody above you. Let's look at some examples here. Number one, you bring in number one as a bronze. You get 5 units and everybody above you gets 5 units. Now your sponsor may have 3 people and they can only put 2 people on their first generation. The third and fourth got to go below 1 and 2. So you haven't brought in a second person yet, but your sponsor's moving ahead quickly. So they're going to place their fourth person under you, which is your second. You did not bring in number 2. Your sponsor did. And they came in as a silver. Guess what? Because your sponsor placed it below you because we work in 2 teams, you earned 20 units. And you didn't bring them in. Your sponsor earned 20 units. Everybody above you to the top earned 20 units. We don't split it. We get it equally. Number 1, who you brought in, brings in number 3 as a gold. Number 1 gets 50, you get 50, everybody above you gets 50 units. Number 2 is brought in by number 4. Number 4 rather, number 2 brings in number 4 as a VIP. You didn't bring in 2, you didn't bring in 4. But 2 gets 100 units and you get 100 units. Everybody gets 100 units above you. Again, it's not sharing, it's all equal. Now let's look to the left side. Number 3 brings in their friend number 5 as a gold. 3 gets 50, 1 gets 50, you get 50, everybody above you gets 50. 4 on your right, you didn't bring in 2, you didn't bring in 4, but 4 brings in 6. And 6 is a VIP. 4 gets 100 units, 2 gets 100 units, you get 100 units. Everybody above you gets 100 units. So we already determined that when somebody comes in, everybody above that person captures all the units. How deep does this go? You're going to like this. Infinite generations deep. Somebody could be 100 generations below you, come in as a VIP, you're going to get 100 units. Now, what do all these units mean? You've seen that we're collecting units and everything here, but what do they mean to you? How do you cash them in and what do you get for that? See, this is important. What do you get for the work that's been done? And in this example, how many people did you bring in? Just 1. Watch what happens. The last example I showed you by bringing in 2. This is just 1 person. This is the dual team system converted now into the dual team bonus. And you see a new column on the table all the way to the right. And that's the income column. You get that amount, and it's in euros, every time you cycle. You see we collected all those units. You're cashing in the units. So what is a cycle? Let me show you. When you have 25 units on one side and 50 units on the other side, you get a cycle. And it doesn't matter what side the units are on. Left, right, left. You take 20 to 5 and divide it into the lower number of 50 and divide it into the higher number. So I want to give you 3 different examples. Number 2 is placed by your sponsor. And in this example, that person is a bronze. You get 5 units even though you didn't bring them in. Number 2 brings in their friend as a silver, 20 units. You now have the first half of a cycle. And according to a cycle, you need 25 on one side and 50 on the other. Looking at the table to the right, what does number 1 need to be for you to cycle? Simple, gold. Because the gold is 50 units. You got 25 on the right, 50 on the left. You just cycled. And if you're a VIP, that's 80 euros, $110 in today's pricing. $110. And you brought in only 1 person, plus you got the sponsor bonus for that gold of 50 units. If you're a VIP, you got 20% of the 800, which is another 160 US. Let's look at example 2. The silver on the right brings in their friend as a gold, 50 units. The gold on the left brings in their friend as a VIP, 100 units. Pay close attention here. You have 2 cycles because 25 goes into 50 twice and 50 goes into 100 twice. That's it. 2 cycles. You can do this many times in a day. So if you're a VIP and you have 2 cycles, that's 160 euros, $220. You didn't bring in the gold. You didn't bring in the VIP. Example number 3. On your right side, you have a bronze, a silver, and the gold. They're talking to people. They bring people in. And right now, let's say a week later or so, you have 300 total units on your right. 300 total units. And the VIP on the left brings in one person as a VIP. Look what happens here. 25 goes into 100 4 times. 50 goes into 300 6 times. You can't cash in 6 cycles because you only have 4 on the left. So we're going to take the 100 on the left, and we're going to take 50 times 4 on the right, which is 200. We'll take 200 from the 300, and we'll cash that in for 4 cycles as a VIP. That's 320 euros, $440. And you didn't bring in the VIP on the left, and you didn't bring in anybody on the right. This is in addition to all the income we've shown you so far. Now, people ask, well, you only use 200 of the 300. Where's that other 100? It stays there. So the 300 will change to 100, will stay on the right. And whenever you bring another person on the left or somebody else brings in a person, you're going to be able to cash out again. It keeps growing and growing and growing. I woke up one morning and cycled 14 times. Now, I had mentioned earlier there are 7 ways that we can get paid. First one is through direct commissions. The second one is a unit-level bonus. That's residual income from the gold sales of the people you directly sponsor. If you bring me in and I buy gold with my earnings, you're getting paid every time I buy gold. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in people. And when they buy gold, it's called the unit-level generation bonus. You will also get earnings, residual income from the people I bring when they buy gold. We talked about the package bonus first, the 5 to 20%. Talked about the dual team bonus, the cycles on the last slide, and the Karatbars pool, profit sharing. What is that? You could possibly qualify for profit sharing in Karatbars based on your team production. And again, that could just keep adding up. Now, there is one other position where you're going to guarantee to get profit sharing, and that's called a VIP exclusive. It's $10,000 for that package. You can always upgrade it anytime later through your earnings. You'll get 1 share of the company. You'll get a certificate from the company. And at the end of the year, they'll calculate the profit between all the VIP exclusives. And this is going to be a limited promotion. This is going to stop soon. So once you're in, you're in. And no new VIP exclusives will be accepted. And you share the pool, and then first quarter of the following year, you'll split up the pool of all the profits from every gold sale in the world. Then there's the Karatbars Gold Fund. And that's something you want to review in your back office. That's a presentation in itself. That's an extra bonus based on productivity of your team. We have another way that you can earn, but in the way of gifts. And they're called incentives. And whenever somebody on your team, on one of your legs, buys a gram of gold, they're going to give you an incentive gram of gold you can use for all types of prizes, as you see on your screen here. And there's 3 different types of cars. If you save for a while, you can even possibly get a villa. So the goal is to, get one of these. You cash in whenever you feel like. It'll tell you what you qualify for, and you get one of those gifts there on the screen. Very powerful and a lot of fun. Getting started is easy. First, you enroll, get on your computer. The person that invited you here will send you their link with instructions. Select the package. We recommend silver, gold, or VIP because that's where you get the actual gold in your possession that you can show people. Then you start moving your money into gold, whether it's from your savings, wherever you're saving money, or through your earnings. Now, on the back of your Karatbars International Gold card, you're going to see a QR symbol. And if you have a QR reader or scanner, you can take a picture of that. It just goes automatically, and it'll give you the details of your gold card. And then we also, again, can use this card to pay debt in 9,000 locations for shopping. And that's going to be growing. As you can see on the screen, this gold card is 999.9 pure 24K gold, 1 gram, the Assayer signature, and it's produced by an LBA MA refiner, which is used. Again, I talked about no complaints in 3 years. Big deal in itself. You can get custom gold cards. Like maybe you're a real estate agent and you have a big ticket item, you're making a few thousand on the closing. How would you like a business card that has gold in it, has your picture, has your contact information, and a gram of gold? You give that away at closing. Your clients are never going to throw that card away. They may show it to some of their friends. And if you work the opportunity, it could pay for all your cards. Your other, competitors in your field aren't going to have that. There are also specialty cards. We give gifts away to people all the time, family, relatives. You may give a Visa or MasterCard gift card or a restaurant or a department store gift card. Well, we have so many of our own as well, and branded cards like Ferrari. We've got happy birthday, newborn, wedding anniversary. Uh, they have wedding cards. You've got uh, one for Voices of Africa, which is for the needy. A campaign, a certain amount of money goes to those in Africa. And right now we have a limited edition. Last year it was Mercedes. This year it's the Pope John Paul II, who is now a saint, gold card. They have an exclusive agreement with the Vatican for 100,000 gold cards with Pope John Paul II. And this is under the reign of Pope Francis, who is very strict when it comes to money. That is a big deal for credibility for Karatbars because people want to know. You've got a branded card from MasterCard, right? You've got the Pope John Paul II card. All the gold comes from an LBMA accredited refinery. It says a lot right there. They've done more homework than all of us combined can afford to do. Continue with getting started. Invite the person rather contact the person that invited you here to get their link. And you can pay by the following debit cards: PayPal debit card, Visa, and MasterCard debit card, or Visa, MasterCard, and American Express credit cards. Really simple. It takes a minute. The instructions are there. The Kingdom Group, everyone in the Kingdom Group has a template email to send you. They just add your link with the bullet point instructions on how to get started. Now, there are some big advantages to being in the Kingdom Group. Why? First of all, our goal is to make you become successful. You'll get daily email updates. As you can see on the screen, we have our own website, and that has information. If you're on our team, we will give you support and information pages, training pages, product knowledge, all the tools that you need, even email archives. So if you started later, you can catch up on the recent emails. Everything is there. We do 3-way phone calls. We do webinars in English, 3 a week. We do webinars in Spanish. We do webinars in Portuguese, all here to help you. And you have PowerPoint presentations you can download, whatever you need. That's what sets the Kingdom Group apart from everyone else. And we also have training. And pretty soon we're going to have another live training session. So I'd like to right now stop the recording here. Those of you that are listening to the recording,